Micklow, and I'm here with tattoo artist Ben Gunn. You run and own Mantra Tattoo out of Denver, Colorado. How did your shop get started?
My shop got started about 12 years ago, just a group of friends coming together and wanting one place that we could all really enjoy and kind of pursue the type of tattoo shop that we wanted to put together.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So do you have a lot of your friends working there?
Yeah, everybody that works with me I would consider my close friend, for sure.
How many artists do you have at the shop?
There's about 10 of us that work at Mantra together.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty good sized space then.
Yeah, it's a pretty big shop.
That's cool. What part of Denver is it in?
It's on the west side of Denver, and it's in a town called Lakewood.
Okay.
Right off of Colfax.
That's cool. I've been to Denver once, just last year,
Okay.
and it seems like a cool place. What got you into tattooing and what inspires your work?
I just love art, just grew up being an artist, wanted to pursue basically a career doing art and making a living in it. And I also grew up being a huge fan of comic books.
Yeah.
And I actually was a comic book artist for a while.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so from there I just kind of progressed into doing tattoos. I just thought it was just more of an intense, kind of passionate art form, and just it just turned out great from there, you know?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So with comic books being your inspiration, does that inspire a lot of colorful work from you?
Yeah, that's probably why most of my work is illustrative focus and a lot of color. You know, that's what I focused on, and comic books was color, so yeah, that's part of it. But I mean, I love getting into any other type of styles of tattooing. It just seems like that's what I end up doing most of the time.
Yeah, because it's what you're passionate about and it's what got you into it in the first place.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's cool. So you also own a tattoo machine company called United Magnetic.
That's right.
How did that get started, and what sets your machines apart from other machines on the market?
So it's more of a collective than me owning it. It's a group of guys, about 10 builders, came together. They've all been building for years. And we just wanted to create something that had more community, and so that we could all talk amongst each other and support each other and kind of progress together was my point of view of it. And then I just love tattoo machines. I love building them. I love the art of it. I love always trying to build something that can run better for artists, because they're tools of the trade, and you know, it really comes down to what tools you have that helps you produce the best tattoos that you can, you know.
For sure.
That was a big part of why I got into building machines, and then bringing this group together, and it just gives me more like rewarding presence, you know what I mean, when I'm building amongst a group of peers. You know?
Yeah. And that's awesome to just take it a step further in the tattoo industry and that world to make things that you can continue to make your art with. Oh
yeah, definitely. And then you can always progress, and they're an art form themselves, you know. You can stylize them, you can change geometries. That, you know, it's just like a tattoo. You can customize them constantly. Yeah,
I saw some of them have like sparkly paints on them, and
right. Yeah.
I don't really know much about tattoos. I've only got 5 tattoos, so
okay.
But I really appreciate the art form, and I mean all the stuff that goes into it. I mean, it really is a big business, you know.
Yeah, it is. It's just it's a lifestyle, you know what I mean? Every part of it. You know?
Yeah, just like punk rock's a lifestyle.
Right. Yeah. It's a culture. It's a lifestyle. Yeah.
For sure. So this is not your first time tattooing at Musink, and what brings you back to this festival every year out of all the other tattoo conventions and festivals?
I just love the culture. I love California. When I grew up here off and on, surfing and hanging out in the punk rock scene, and it has such a huge tattoo scene out here, and like them bringing all these bands together. I was a musician most of my life, so I love bringing all these things into one, you know, event, which a lot of the other events don't do. You know, the cars, the motorcycles, and this one is so big too. It just brings so many people to it, and it's always busy, it's always crowded. So it's like, if you're going to make a trip and come out and represent and be a part of this, it makes it worth it, you know what I mean, when there's so many people and so much to do. Yeah,
and the cars too. The cars are so pretty. You're sandwiched right in between them. So
yeah, I love those cars.
Yeah, they're so pretty.
They're
I like sparkly things in general. So they're all just so shiny and pretty.
For sure.
So it's cool when you're walking between the halls that you get to pass by all those beautiful cars.
Oh yeah. For sure.
So.
And then all the beautiful people. It's such a cool scene here. Like you look great today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many pretty girls here and good-looking guys. It's a lot of fun. I mean, I feel like California in general just has like really good-looking people.
Yeah,
I'm not from
I'd
here,
agree.
so like when I moved here, it's like, God, everyone is just so good-looking.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's the sunshine, right?
I don't know. I think it's more the entertainment industry.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I'm from Florida, and there's a lot of sunshine there, and there's a lot of ugly motherfuckers there. So
A lot of older people.
Not even just old, but like toothless and like,
sure.
Fucking rednecks. So
Right.
I don't think the sun is a direct effect of beautiful.
Okay, I'd agree with you. I'll give you that.
So what would you say the most difficult tattoo is that you've ever done?
Oh, wow.
Or some of the most difficult ones?
Difficult? Any art form I try to hone in on. So I don't really feel like there's much that's so difficult when it comes to art form. I would say it's people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like your canvas can be the most difficult thing. So if they're like nervous or they don't want to listen to you, you know what I mean? That can be difficult, but
yeah.
I've been doing this so long that I can pretty much get along with anybody and get them to pay attention, get tattooed well, right?
Yeah.
And I do a lot of custom work, so people, by the time they come to me and get tattooed, they're pretty mentally prepared.
Yeah.
But I would say in the beginning, when tattoo artists first start and they're doing a lot of walk-in stuff, you never know who you're going to get. So it could be super nervous young people or something like that, and they can freak out or pass out. But that's entertaining too, you know what I mean? And it's just part of the trade.
Yeah, one of my tattoos, I have one on my ribs, and that one was probably one of the most painful. I almost threw up.
Sure.
Like I had lidocaine too, and I was like, this is not working.
Right.
And they tell you don't drink when you get tattooed too, right? Because it thins the blood. Is that true or false?
Well, it's true to an extent. I don't, like me personally, some people may not be for this, but I don't mind if somebody has a shot of whiskey just to lighten up, and listen up.
A shot though.
Sure, yeah. If you start drinking more than that, it's gonna thin your blood out. It makes it 10 times harder for us to tattoo.
Yeah.
You start concentrating on other stuff like partying. You know what I mean? You don't even care about your tattoo when you're drinking a bunch. So.
Yeah.
And then the tattoo can heal not very well if you're drinking a lot. So we don't recommend it.
Yeah.
A shot of whiskey, that'll get you in the mood.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
So what's some of the easiest tattoos you've done?
Easiest tattoos? Anything small for sure, right? Or beautiful girls. I don't care if I get to sit with them all day long. That's pretty damn easy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, so you've been tattooing for 15 years now. What's some advice that you would give to someone just starting out? Especially with how many tattoo artists there are now.
Well, I've been tattooing out of shops for about 15 years. I've been tattooing for about 20 years or more. Advice I'd give anybody nowadays would be, there's so many tattoo artists. It's really saturated, but there's a ton of talent out there. So
yeah.
The number one thing is you're going to have to be devoted from, A to B. Like, by the time you start, you better be committed to the end, or you're just wasting your time because there's just too many people out there, right? And the other thing is, I would just say do it right. Get an apprenticeship.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you really don't belong in this trade.
Yeah, don't just go out there and just do it.
And that's for real. Yeah, don't. If you're passionate, go for it. I don't want to stop anybody, but respect this trade, respect this craft, respect the people that have been in it from the beginning, long before me, and treat it with that respect from the beginning and do it right. Get a real apprenticeship, learn about the trade, learn about your tools. Otherwise, you really don't have a place in this trade.
For sure.
In my opinion.
Totally. Well, thank you so much for
You're
taking
welcome.
the time to talk to me. This was awesome.
Yeah, definitely. Hi, this is Ben Gunn from Mantra Tattoo out in Denver. We're live here at Musink, and this is for Last Rockers TV.